What's going on, everybody? Jake here. Today I'm going to talk about that Snapchat. Alright, so Snapchat is down to $28, okay? And Snapchat is a very good company. It has a lot of room to grow, unlike Facebook, because Facebook has about 3 billion users and Snapchat has about 300 million. So Snapchat has so much room to grow, okay? So recently, Snapchat has tanked back down to $28 from its all-time highs of about $80. It's now down to $28. So around February 3rd, it dropped down to $24 and then it shot right back up to 40. But I think that this may be a decent time to get into Snapchat. However, I would wait a little bit to see what happens because you never know what's going to happen in the market right now. Snapchat could tank even more. All right, so I am down about $300 on Snapchat because my average cost is about 48 because I got into Snapchat way before the crash because I actually like the company and I use Snapchat a lot. So I was reading this article about Snapchat and it says Snapchat is exactly the kind of stock investors should be flocking to in the current market. The company reported strong results in the latest quarters, which easily set the tone for social networking peers. Yet the stock has plunged alongside the rest of the tech amidst the border tech crash that has led the stock to trade at levels not too far from right before it reported those strong earnings. Snap is clearly resonating with the younger audience, which should provide strong secular growth tailwinds for years, if not decades to come. Like, that is crazy. Snapchat, it's going to keep growing, and you can't look at the short term, right? You got to look out into the future, 10 years from now. I'm not recommending anybody buy this stock. Like, this is just something I like. This is just a stock that I like. Okay, so at recent prices, Snap is now trading smidgen above where it closed its first day of trading 5 years ago, which was $24.40 per share. Wow, 5 years ago. Let's see how much 5 years ago. That's not right. Okay, yeah, 5 years ago. Yeah, it was about $20. Yeah, like this company shot up. Like, this crash is huge. Like, I think that this crash is gonna really just bring up all these stocks in a few years from now. Like, this is like one of the best times to buy into tech right now. Maybe wait a little bit longer and see what happens. Snapchat stock key metrics. Snap's last quarter showed surprisingly strong revenue growth of 42%. This is the quarter which famously wiped out $200 billion of stock value from Meta Facebook in one day as social networking companies felt the pressures from iOS privacy changes. So Facebook actually, like, the growth actually like went down for Facebook, but for Snapchat it went up 42%. Snap, though, was able to buck the trend. The most critical differentiating factor was its strong 20% growth in daily active users compared to that stagnating numbers at Facebook. So a lot of people use Snapchat that use it. I mean, I just use it every once in a while to text my girlfriend. But Snap was also able to heavily grow average revenue per user to $4 on a global basis. So they make about $4 for every user that they have on Snapchat, which is, 4 times 300 million. I mean, that's about $1 billion. They have about 300 million users. Another strong point in the quarter was the company's continued improvement in profit margins. Snap generated a strong 25% adjusted EBITDA margin and even showed a surprising 2% GAAP net margin. My opinion is that profitability should not be overemphasized, as underlying growth rates will be a much more significant driver of shareholder returns. Investors should welcome greater investment in growth, even if it leads to depressed profit margins in the near term. Snap guide for the next quarter to see revenue between $1 billion and $1.08 billion, representing growth of 40%. That growth rate represents the strongest forecast among social media peers. It suggests that deep undervaluation considering where the stock is trading. All right, man. Oh, man. I feel like this is like one of the... I think that this company is going to blow up, right? Once the market gets under control, I think Snapchat's going to the moon. No, I'm just playing. But I think it's going to go up back up to around $80 a share, where it was trading at before it crashed. So Wall Street appears to view the stock as being undervalued with an average buy rating of 4.35 out of 5. The average price target of $55 per share represents over 80% upside. It is worth noting that even the lowest price target represents 30% upside. So the fair value is, like, they estimate that the stock's worth about $55 a share. This is crazy. We got a huge upside on this company. Is Snap a good investment today? I should note that Wall Street has not always held a positive view of Snap stock. As we can see below, Wall Street has historically been skeptical, if not rather bearish, but this has changed in recent quarters, probably due to valuation. So yeah, Snapchat, I think it's doing a lot better now. And like this latest quarter they actually like made a profit for the first time ever, from what it seems. I think Snapchat is going to continue growing. I think that, it's actually innovating and it's creating new things. It's going to be the next best thing, or one of the best things. It already is like a really good, I don't know. I just think that like Snapchat has a lot of potential to do more, and they're going to be a metaverse company. So whatever. So it's time to 10x your money. Growth stocks have crashed. Buy the big winners of tomorrow at stupid cheap prices today. Big profits are available for the taking, but you must act now. Alright, so there are so many stocks that have crashed. And if you buy stocks that crashed, make sure that they are profitable, they're a solid company, they're not going to go bankrupt, and like they have a good valuation, and everything is okay with the company, so that this company is not going to get ran into the ground and they're going to hold up through the crash and everything. So yeah, just make sure you get into a good company if you buy the dip. Alright, y'all have a good night. Like, subscribe if you enjoyed the video. I know it was just a short video and me reading an article, but hey, if you like the video, it'll help out the YouTube algorithm, and if you subscribe, it'll help me out. Thank you very much, and have a good night.